Good morning. It's Bernina Barb and
Bernina Barb.
my Stitch Brothers will be coming. Luke has a customer and Jake, I don't know. Some days I just can't keep track of these guys. But I'm going to start because we want to start on time this week. We've been a little bit late the last couple of weeks, and that's not very polite. So here we are. I have an agenda. We're going to start with announcements, kind of, and we have to start with our splurge and purge sale. All right. This is occurring on Saturday, this week, Saturday, from 9 to 2 in the gathering. The tables are full. We have a full agenda of people coming. And I just wanted to share some of the things that I'm going to be trying to sell, just as an example of what you might find on Saturday here at the gathering. So I brought something that I started. I'm tired of it. The book is in it. It's Weeks Ringel, Modern Quilt Studio. Everything's here to finish it. I just don't want to bother. So probably $15. You know, I want somebody to love it and take it. I have some Charlie Harper fabric. Some Charlie Harper birds. I like the birds. Got birds. And some pretty violet birds and checkerboard woodpeckers. So just fabric. A lot of people bring just fabric. The lady I was next to last year had a stack of single level, not folded, fat quarters that was, honest to goodness, this big. So there's lots of fabric. If you're looking for fabric, there's probably something you'll like. I have a little kit put together. It's called Mod Dog. I've got mod colors. You may want just the fabric. You may want just the pattern. It'll be cheap, $10 or something. And then I have like stuff out of my junk drawer, right? So we have, little plastic boxes, little tin boxes, really cute. I have a pair of chopsticks here. Now you may wonder, what is she doing with a pair of chopsticks? They're very pretty, but somebody might like to use them for pushing fabric through the machine because they're wood, right? What else do I have in here? I have a couple of pin cushions, a couple more boxes to put stuff in. People like, 50 cents, quarter, dollar. People buy a lot of stuff at these sales, and it's a lot of fun. I don't know if Lisa's bringing her entourage, but last year she had a huge amount of fabric that was gorgeous, and I could have bought half of it, but I didn't. So there's fabric, there's notions, there's kits, there's embroidery stuff, both hand and machine. Whole variety of things. If you want it, it's probably there. Okay. So 9 to 2 Saturday, indoors at the gathering. So put it on your calendar, bring your money. We'll have a lot of fun. Okay. So that's purge and splurge. We're all having trouble saying this. I don't know why we advertise it like that, but it is splurge and purge. I've purged.
Purge and splurge.
You need to splurge. All right. That's that stuff. All right. Then we've decided to kidnap 2 of our club dates, and we're going to do something different. We're going to do some Bernina educational events, and we're going to do embroidery, machine embroidery. I think I showed these to you last week, but we'll show them to you again. These are the types of projects that we are just going to do a little stitching, just a little stitching. We want to talk about stabilizers. We want to talk about threads. We want to talk about how to get this design from OESD into your machine. You can bring your machine. If you don't have a machine and you want to learn how to do this, we will provide a machine for you, but you have to let us know when you register. I talked to Peggy at the gathering this morning, and she has things set so you can call her, or you can go online and register for these. The first one is June 23rd. June 27th, I'm sorry. I keep getting that wrong. Yeah, I have a problem with that date. But June 27th, 9 to 4 at the gathering. We're going to do some basic stuff with embroideries. I know that a lot of people are kind of hesitant. You know, they don't know how to get started. So we're going to help you get started, right? And we're working on embroidery 102, which will be August the 8th. Which is also a Thursday, 9 to 4. And we're going to be doing these. We can get to, all right. These are little notebook covers. Notebook. So we're going to do a little bit different embroidery, a little bit of reverse applique. The ones that we're going to be working with are probably cork. That was a leather, which I tried because I wanted to do the hardest thing first, of course. But we have cork, and we'll send out the requirements when we get that flyer up and running. So dates for basic embroidery, June 27th and August 8th. Okay. Then we're working with Katrina. She's going to bring her pillows in today. We are going to start doing some classes with Katrina Selhausen and her dinosaurs, the dinosaur pillows. And I think we showed those last week. So we're going to get together kits. We have dates. We're going to get flyers together. I think the first one is August 20th. Is that a Tuesday? Oh, August 20th, Tuesday?
Yes.
Okay. And then September 17th. So we're going to be getting flyers out on those 2 events too. So we're trying to ramp up our educational events using our machines.
That's exciting.
Did you sell something?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's why he's late. He was selling.
I'm creating educational
Opportunities
for Barb here.
Yeah. So I talked about the splurge and purge.
Did you mention our machines?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know we were going to have machines. Ooh.
Yeah. So
all right.
For the purge and splurge.
No, we can't say that.
No one can say it. We are going to be, and we did it last year, but this year we are going to be aggressively trying to sell some of our used inventory. We've had so many people trading up into the latest and greatest machines that I have, especially like the long arms. If you're looking to get a good deal, we will be very susceptible to some negotiation during this event. So, I mean, just off the top of my head, because we just had a lady trade 2 more machines in for, the 770K is probably going to be, that's the one I think she's going to buy. So that used one won't be here, I believe. It was either between that one or their regular Quilters edition.
Yeah.
But now we have another 1530 and then a 630 that
Yes.
she's trading in. So
Okay.
we'll have.
I think that makes 2 630s down there.
we have
then-
a 635, a 630,
Okay.
3 1530s, I believe
Yeah.
now. And that's really exciting because if you're looking to buy a machine and you're not in the market for a new, because a lot of these machines are expensive. We talk about it all the time.
Mhm.
It's really cool. So we'll have some Bernina models there that are sub $1,000.
Yeah.
And I think that we'll be
And they-
selling.
Yeah, they run great.
They're great.
Jake has taken a look at them, and
They're just
he's
a little older.
they're a little older,
They're a
but
little
they're
older
good running machines.
Yep. So it'll be a great day to buy either a little travel machine or a backup machine or a machine for a grandchild or whatever.
Or a graduate.
Yeah.
You
whatever.
know, there's a lot of kids graduating right now, and that's when I got my first machine, and it was really a good deal because I got my first apartment, then I made my curtains, all that kind of stuff. So
just off the top of my head, we're going to have several use 7 series, 770 Quilters Edition, 770 Quilters Edition Plus with the bigger screen. We're going to have a 790 Pro used. We have a 590 used that a lady bought, and the embroidery module that came with it was still in the box. She never took it out.
Yeah.
So,
That's a nice machine.
Yep. So
that'd be a beauty.
And then a bunch of the sort of vintage, let's call it vintage Berninas.
Yeah, that's good.
So we'll have a wide price point, everything from maybe $300-400 all the way up to, I think we'll sell that. What did we say? $8,500 for this 790 Pro.
Yeah.
And we have some people looking at that. So if you're interested in snatching up some of those 790 Pros for the people that are waiting on the 990, you definitely want to do that because that'll be an opportunity to get into a machine that's less than a year old. And you're just taking advantage of the fact that some people need to have the latest and the greatest. But so yeah, wide variety of that. And then on the long arm side of things, at the Purge and Splurge. That was right.
Yep.
We will have everything from sit down. I have like a Sweet 16 handy quilter sit down, 16-inch. It's a handy quilter. It's a fine machine. It's great. It works.
Yeah.
I think anywhere from like $2,000. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think pretty. I mean, I would like to think that a lot of this stuff you could get half off what you'll find it on eBay if you bring the ability to take it away. The worst I can say is no. But I have a 24-inch handy quilter Fusion.
20. Oh yeah. Okay.
Listen, I know my stuff here, Barb. All right. 24-inch Fusion. I have a 26-inch Infinity still that a lady traded in at the Madison show that I just haven't. And they sell these machines for $27,000. And I think if you bring a trailer or a truck, listen, you could probably steal this thing from me. So a couple machines like that. I have a Baby Lock. I have an APQS. I even have a what is that old industrial one? Prodigy. So it's like an industrial American.
Did you sell the Martelli?
Nope, and a Martelli, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Prima Bella.
Something like that. Yeah.
All great machines. So it'll be a great day to come and do a little used machine shopping. And of course, we always have the new stuff if you want to check out any of that. So that's what we need to talk about, Purge and Splurge. What else would you have talked about?
Well, magic.
No, on the Purge and Splurge.
Oh, I talked about some of the stuff that I have.
Oh my God, Barb is hawking her. Barb is. I was like, well, what?
I was just showing examples of what people bring. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. But
and then I have an event.
Okay.
So 990.
Yeah. Oh yes.
The lady who, if any of you went to the Madison Quilt Show last year, where we sponsored the long arm classroom with the Q20s and the Q16s, the sit downs. You might have met the educator Donna.
Yeah.
Her name is B-U. I always pronounce it wrong. It's Donna B. She's a super knowledgeable lady, very nice. We're going to have her back again, I believe, this year doing that same classroom at Madison. But I got a call from Bernina. Before that, she's making the rounds with the 990 August 5th. This is something that's just like we've just found out about a couple days ago. It's going to be a little 3-hour presentation where she will be here, I'm hoping, with the machine, if we don't have ours by then, which we probably will have.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a kind of a promotional event for those of you who want to check out these new features. Apparently, it's going to have a ton of new features. So she's going to come, and from like noon to about 1 or 2 or 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
It's just like, I think 2 or 3 hours. She's going to give the presentation and show off what this thing can do. So I don't know what it can do, but I know that they booked us at the gathering during the Bernina Social, August 5th. So if you're already coming for the Bernina Social, you'll get a chance to watch her give her a little presentation. I imagine she'll have like a PowerPoint and maybe mess around on the machine and show some stuff.
Super cool.
Yeah,
So that's another really cool event.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone's here now.
Everyone's here now. So can I talk about the magic?
Talk about the magic.
Hey, I haven't gotten any other really big news or big presents in the mail, but I've heard rumors that there is a giant hoop. Giant hoop. Not just jumbo, not mega, giant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very interesting because that'll give me the opportunity to do some more quilting, larger blocks. It's going to be giant.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's the magic for this week.
Giant hoops.
I can't wait.
What else?
What else?
What do we got?
What do we got? Where? Here?
Are you done with your?
I'm done with my stuff. Yeah. I just blabbed along.
So
So,
we have lots of quilts to show.
Yeah.
And the first one behind us, you can see. Where's the? What was his name? Do you have the sheet?
I don't know the sheet. I didn't bring the quilts up.
Do you remember from last week?
I know his last name, but I can't say that.
Yeah, that's right.
In case he's a secret agent.
Like
he-
Mark or like
Yeah. Yep. Mark.
Mark.
Yeah.
So I hope you're watching, Mark. I imagine that you had watched, and that's why when I spoke with you, this is where you had heard about us. But your quilt turned out
Oh,
amazing.
super. We had so many people who walked
This thing is
through
incredible.
while we were working on this, and they were just mesmerized.
Yes.
Mesmerized.
See if you can get a zoom, and you can see how this west wind turned out.
It's hard to find a place where it.
Yeah,
Really?
The whole invisible really earns its name here with these colors. But this west wind is amazing.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. We should lose it in the mail. Just kidding.
You don't know.
Oh, and
Sorry, Mark.
by the way, for
You know,
those
Mark's showing up.
Put it on
man.
my bed.
for those of you who are really, into this, I think it's OESD has Tulip Pink embroidery packages that go along with this particular fabric line. So you see the dinosaur there? You can embroider that. They have, they have that digitized, and you can buy the thread colors. It is super cool. So if you really like this quilt, you can do some of the embroidery. Be super cool.
That's so awesome.
Super cool.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay,
Yeah.
let's see what we got next, Jake.
All right. I'm
So
gonna
this
get
one,
out of the way.
or actually, let's do this first. So just like we did
Oh.
with this one, where we talked about this
get
quilt
out.
ahead of time and talked about what we were going to do, and then showed off how it turned out. We're going to do that with this. So this is Vicky Ulrich, who is one of our longtime, really great customers. And she brought, what is the name of this one? This one's ours, right? And I wanted to show this one off because I had a few ideas. About what we're going to do with this guy right here. But I love this.
That's so cool.
I love the grays. Do you know the name of this? Anyone?
Mm.
I know it's ours, isn't it?
Mhm.
So what I was thinking is perhaps like a crosshatch on it would be amazing, because it would really show off sort of the.
What about a wave the other way?
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I thought with all these curves
Mm-hmm.
that the sort of that crosshatch would really allow that to kind of pop
That
the
would be
applique.
beautiful.
So we'll either do an invisible, or we could even probably get away with a gray on this, honestly, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so stay tuned next week. We'll see how this one turned out, but I'm excited about that one. That's really, really cool. Okay, next up, we have Jean Westfall, which is another
Jean.
one of our favoriteest customers. And we got a diamond peel to show off, which is another one of our favorites.
I love the invisible thread on these.
Yeah. Let's see if Kaylee
Especially
can
on
get
red,
it.
white, and blue quilts.
Tilt it back, tilt it forward. Which way? But this is basically an orange peel, but instead of the pumpkin seed shape, it's a diamond. So it's a little bit more modern and less traditional than your standard orange peel. But again, this one is amazing. Love it. Love it. Thank you, Jean. Okay, and now we have something really cool that a lady dropped off an antique quilt.
Ooh, yeah.
And we did a really cool open feather on it.
Yeah.
So we don't always do the dense stuff. This one, I thought really turned out great. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see, it's kind of wrinkled here, but this one, hopefully we can see. Yeah. So this is beautiful. Antique quilt. We had to use a fabric liner under the quilt top to give it a little bit of stability there. But this is really pretty with the big open bountiful feather. So if you have antique quilts, we do that as well.
I think that really complements that Dresden plate.
Yeah.
It really does.
So we use a cotton on this, no invisible. You know, obviously it's a traditional, so that's more of a traditional, just cream thread. Really beautiful. And then the back, maybe you can show it off, the quilting a little bit more.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. All right, here's this.
What else? We got?
That's what we got. Oh. Some questions. Yeah, ask us questions. We don't have a lot. There's no big specials from Bernina this month. So ask away. This would be a great day
Any
to
news
take
on
advantage of that.
$9.90 about a price or about throat space.
Well, we don't know. Okay. Let's see here. Where's the
Why?
question? Oh, any news on it? So
So Barb just said they're going to be a gigantic hoop,
Yeah. So there's got to be more than
12 inches.
yeah.
yeah.
So we're thinking, we're hoping.
We're still speculating.
Here's my speculation: is if it was going to be the same size as an 880, they wouldn't have named it a 990. I could be wrong.
I'd say
But
over 12, less than 16.
I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I believe that if it was going to be that 12-inch, the same as an 880, it would be the whatever they'd name it.
85 or something.
But I guess
No, it'd be
technically
like at 890.
899.
899.
I don't know.
Well, no,
They
because
can't-
the last number is the stitch width.
Yeah.
So if you have a Bernina machine that ends in 5, it has a 5.5 millimeter stitch width. And if it ends in 0, it's a 9.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not sure on that.
So
Not sure on that. But
it's going to have,
I feel like it's I feel like it's
so
gonna be
from the
bigger.
name, you know, it's going to have the 9 millimeter stitch width, obviously.
All right, here's the next one.
Yep. Yeah, so let's see here. I'm getting ready to send my first 2 ever quilt tops in. Can I order the Minky for the backing from you once they arrive? Yeah, so you don't have to. If you want to use anything that we have, we'll even piece the back from you. So sometimes with shipping, it can be kind of a pain because it's like you're going to order the backing fabric from us just to do one seam and then send it back. We have a charge. Is it 15 or 20?
15.
So it's 15, I think 15 per seam. But honestly, the pain in the butt that is making backings, you can always give me a call. I run in the shop. I can text you pictures of things that I recommend. You give me the thumbs up and we'll just make your back here. That way, if that's what's holding you up, don't let that hold you up. That's something that we implemented during the COVID times where, people weren't able to. So it's like I have to order this backing just to put one seam in it, just to send it back in the mail and then pay for me to ship it back
We're gonna
after
lower our
quilted.
carbon footprint.
Yeah. We're actually trying to make a difference.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Making a difference here at Primitive Gathering.
Yeah.
All right,
Uh,
next one.
Well, yep. Next one. Keep them coming. Okay, so any questions about oiling is always so tough because it always depends on like what you're doing, So this is what I do when I run machines is I know what they sound like when they're humming along. And I also know that if I start getting like, let's say top thread breaks and I know my tension and all this stuff has been dialed in and I'm not doing anything that would warrant all of a sudden I'm getting issues, that's when I stop, I clean, and I oil the machine. And we kind of beat on our machines a little bit. Honestly, you guys probably treat your stuff better at home because we're just like running these things. We're just always, they lose their mystique a little bit when you're just, we run them. We run them like industrial machines.
I mean, yeah, we've ran them for.
So we probably could
Years.
oil. So I would always err on if you're quilting quite a bit, clean it and oil it. I think they have like some number, like 8 hours or something. What is it?
Something like that.
But like, what does that mean? 8 hours of doing what? That jeans quilt that we quilted? 8 hours of what?
Yeah, that was.
Are you talking quilting like this? Are you talking quilting like that big open feather? Like, what do you mean? So,
or like, what's your back? Is it flannel or is
Right.
the front is the front flannel? Because that also that fuzziness will make a difference in
If
how
you're-
often.
Right away in the morning or whenever you go to start it, I would clean and oil the machine. Just make sure that ridge on your hook is nice and oiled. And then you can kind of hear it. And if your bobbins get super, super hot,
Not good.
I've heard people that say
Yeah.
that they oil it after every bobbin. I have
Yeah.
heard that. If you do that and it works, then I would do that. I will say that speaking of cleaning and oiling, when we were at Bernina College in Aurora getting certified, Hans, who's since retired, but he was the head technician for all of Bernina, right? I forget his exact title, but he was like the head guy in charge of all the service and technical stuff. And he came in and gave a presentation, and I'll never forget it. And it's good for you to remember this too. And we talk about this for people who come and buy long arms from us. And that is the whole acronym TNT, which is thread, needle, tension. And what he said is that literally 99% of the problems that you have when all of a sudden something's not stitching pretty, it's not looking right, you're getting thread breaks. Usually it's not your machine out of time. That's not what it is. Usually it can be broken down with TNT, which means thread, needle, tension. So threading, and you can include oiling in that as well. But you have to clean your machine, re-thread it, and then change your needle sometimes. Now, obviously, if you're using something unique, sometimes needle size can be in there. All of it could be broken down into your needle, your thread, or rethreading it, not raising your presser foot up, and now you got a bunch of loops like I just did, like it was my first day the other day, and I got a bunch of loops on the bottom of it. And I mean, the machine ain't out of time. We just threaded the machine, forgot to put the presser foot up. The thread doesn't drop in the top tension disc, and you get loops in the backing. So yeah. What else we got for questions?
More comments.
Yeah, or comments. Yeah, you can. I mean, it's a hotly
baited
If you have
thing.
like a heavily embellished quilt, though, you might want it to be custom
Yeah.
quilted.
Yeah.
You know, if you spent
Yeah.
all that time,
Yeah.
you know, and all that handwork and stuff, you might want somebody to custom quilt around.
But
that.
listen,
Yes.
we've done edge to edge
We've
over
done it.
Sue Spargo stuff.
Yep.
We've done it over my mom's stuff with
Mhm.
the colonial knots and all this stuff.
Just no buttons.
French knots and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You can do it with the invisible thread. It can be okay. But yeah, a lot of times you should take a look at custom first, probably. And then if it's like, well, I do like all these, you know, then yeah, I mean, it'll look fine.
I do weird art quilts, and I do a lot of embellishment on them, and I quilt them because of that very fact, is I know what I need to go around and what I need to go over. So yeah, that's a kind of a tricky question. Learn to quilt.
For now.
All right, do we have some prize patrol?
Prize Patrol.
It's kind of like Paw Patrol, only grown up.
Yeah. Trying to read.
All right. Oh,
Do you know them?
I know one of them. Yeah, cool. All right, anything else out there?
Yeah, so I saw one comment that says Amanda Murphy oils her machine every morning before she starts to quilt. Honestly, that's probably close to what we do too.
Mhm.
You know,
I think.
but if you're not quilting a lot every day, I
like
don't
if
know
we
that
run
you know.
like a cotton top and bottom thread where it's super linty,
Yeah.
you know, we finish out that first quilt and we go to change over to our new quilt. I mean, we're gonna pop that stitch plate, blow all that, brush all that lint out,
Yeah.
and we're gonna throw a drop of oil on that ridge before the next quilt.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I mean,
Okay. All right.
Keep going.
Rebecca Robinson. Rebecca Robinson. All right, wherever you are, contact Heidi, primitivegatherings.us, and she will send you a Stitch Brothers prize package. Sweet. And this person I know, and I can take it home to her tonight. Sue Hiddle. Yeah,
See, you're all surprised, so that proves that it's not rigged. You didn't know.
I did not know. No.
All Barb's friends win
Yeah,
every
no.
week. Every week.
Yeah, no, that was, yeah. No. And Linda Namany.
Woo.
Also, get a hold of Heidi, and she will send you the Stitch Brothers surprise package.
Nice.
Great.
Do we have any more questions out there?
worries, concerns, doubts, fears.
Yeah, any worries, concerns, confessions?
The confessions of a quilter.
Someone ask a question before we get out of here. We need one more question.
One more.
One more at least.
Why is the sky blue?
Why is the sky blue?
It has to do with the way that light
Reflects,
through
yeah.
the different
Through the, yeah,
atmosphere, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's a
That
science
was an
thing.
easy one. Come on.
All right.
Yeah. It's a science thing. All right, let me think.
How's the posi track work?
Yeah, how's the posi track?
Oh gosh,
I don't know. It just does.
that's an old term, isn't it?
Is that from Joe Dirt? How's a posi track work on a 1971 GTX or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just does.
I don't know. It just does. We got one?
No.
No.
No. No. Don't do that.
And don't do it if you smoke cigars.
Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah. There's chemicals in there that can corrode your hooks and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Especially if you hold it upside down and you see that stream of white go out of it.
Yeah, that's
nasty.
water.
No goodness.
Water.
Moisture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot
that's-
of moisture in there,
that's-
so
It's
yeah.
no good for the machine.
So here's
Don't
a
use
true
it.
story. I know somebody who blew his face off. Well, not really blew his face off,
Still has
but,
When did it clean it off?
but
huh?
he was cleaning his keyboard while smoking a cigar with compressed air. Don't do that.
It's like pumping gas.
Don't do that. Unless you want to walk around without eyebrows. Oh my
Woo!
God. It's like horrifying, but also like if it's you end up, recovering, it's kind of funny. I guess we can laugh about it now.
I know
But, yeah.
Barb has a cool attachment that she hooks up to her vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, it's a
to suck
plastic
it
straw.
directly out. Because if you can't take those covers out and you just blow everything in, it's
In.
just going to go back behind your hook,
And make a mess.
you know, packed under your feed dogs. Like it's
Yeah.
just going to make a mess. So
Yeah.
get your machine cleaned and oiled, serviced every year for sure. I mean, I just
Yeah.
got one on my desk today that hasn't been serviced since 2017. So,
Oh. Well, we leave on the 17th.
leave on the 17th.
We're excited about that.
Yeah,
We'll
gotta
still
go
they
be
got
shop.
their tent.
We got to go
packed.
company shopping yet.
Yeah, we do have company shopping. We'll have to talk to Sue about that. I'm sure she'll support that.
See if
yeah.
there's a BU.
I do know that BU is where we get all the Bernina stuff, and as you
Yeah.
guys know, I really leaned in heavy on the Bernina logo wear. It's already been a year, but I've worn those shirts out, so I'm
He wears it all the time.
I
Yeah.
like it. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna.
It's easy to figure out what to wear to work.
It does.
Yeah.
It's just I wear the So I'm definitely
Yeah,
gonna.
we're gonna get a bunch more swag this year. And other little trinkets and stuff. Because I mean, they have the store there, and last year was our first year there, so I don't think we went too crazy on all
No.
the accessories.
No, and we got to take advantage of it because it's like they don't like if you call Bernina up, you're like, hey, we want some logo wear.
Polos,
They're like, no.
Out.
So
Yeah.
you could only get it
At BU.
at
Yeah.
BU. So and then we'll be open. So talking about that is we'll still be open here. Barb and Barbara and Colleen and Tyler.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll be here.
We'll be here because what we're hoping is that whatever they come out with, if
You really want one.
if you need one, because what's going to happen, this is what I feel like is, some people, they like the teasing thing, like Barb here. She knows she's going to love it. But a lot of people, they want to know what this thing is. And if the rumors that I've heard from the people in the know are true, people might want to come in and get on that list, because what's going to happen is with the pre-orders, they're going to go wherever those orders are. So if, let's say, there's dealers in California that pre-sell 1,000 of them, they're going to get all those. So if you don't get in line or don't get on that order form list early, it could be a year before we see them. We don't know.
Yeah, and who knows what their inventory looks like as far as how many they have. I know that they were set up pretty good with the 790 Pro.
Yeah.
And they had their warehouse full of them, and they were ready to ship right at the end of BU after all the orders.
I just wonder if at the price point of that machine, like what the inventory would be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's going to be.
So stay tuned. These guys are gonna talk to us live from.
Yeah, should we go live from BU?
We'll definitely show it off.
They'll
But-
check in with us.
But we just want to make sure that if
if you are teased enough and you think you really want it, there will be people here like me who will gladly take an order and put you on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if they do come out with the world's greatest sewing machine and everybody wants to cut, we want to make sure that our customers can make sure they put their orders in through us.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yeah.
What else we got?
No,
Does it not?
I don't think so.
I just talked to Sue. She said yes.
Oh,
It
okay.
does.
Yes.
Okay.
It does. Yeah.
What? Does the loyalty program, if someone sends in a quote, doesn't include services?
No services.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
No services and then no machines, because I think, as
Yeah.
far as I understand, if you buy a long arm, you can't buy like Fabric for Life for free or something. You get like
That'd be it.
$7,000 worth of loyalty points. So yeah.
Sorry, but you know how it goes. You got to cut it somewhere. All right.
Anything else?
More fun and excitement. All right.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We only have a couple more before BU, so that's going to be coming up pretty quick. So we're super excited about that. It's a lot of fun to do that. But if anyone's interested in any used machines, I mean, seriously, we can ship those too. So we have a lot of the original boxes for some of these. We always ask customers when they trade it in to give us that. So they should be as safe as shipping anything.
A lot of the
but
accessories have been turned in.
We talk about used machines?
Yeah.
We have a 590 with 28,000 stitches.
We talked
That's
about
a
it.
whole brand new. I
We
mean,
talked
the
about it.
modular is still in the box.
Module.
Module is still in the box.
Yep, we talked
Like,
about it.
Yeah, that's an awesome
So
machine.
for
somebody
those
to
of
grab.
you who aren't local and aren't coming to the Purge and Splurge, a lot of those might get nabbed up. So if you call ahead of time,
Yeah.
you can secure one of those.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
If in case you forgot, always remember, clean and oil your Bernina.